Welcome back, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. So you ever go through like a string of bad luck where it's just a pile of just dump, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Well, that's kind of what is going on with the with things in my life right now. Like, yeah, we've had a lot of fun with boat racing. I still got 2 more races to go, 2 more film sessions, so that's upcoming, and I'll dive a little bit more probably into what the boats and stuff on those. But today we're talking about some issues that have happened with equipment, and it's getting so bad it's piling up. I actually left a job today because I'm so frustrated, and I didn't even bring, and I could have done it, but I just every little thing is just kind of getting to me at this point. So I was at a job the other day, and I went to start the pressure washer, and it starts up fine, everything's good and great and grand, but no pressure is building. And I have a gravity fed water tank, which I think I showed off in some previous videos in the truck, but it just wasn't building pressure, and it only takes a few seconds to build pressure and then it builds it. Well, it wasn't building anything, and it built it real quick and then it acted like there was a clog, build it and then it was clogged. So it was really weird, and I hooked it up to the customer's hose and turned it on. Well, it would build up, it would shake so bad it would just turn off. So I finally got it to not do that, and I looked, and clearly the pump is off. So we are gonna, I don't know if you could see inside there, but we're gonna take this apart. I'm gonna show you what happened. But basically it started to smoke and burn up and everything. That's all soot from it trying to catch itself on fire. And about 6 months ago it made a funny noise, and these are sealed pumps, so I shouldn't have to add grease to them in theory. And I heard it make a noise. I didn't think anything of it. I wish I would have checked it back then, because I would have been able to fix the problem, and I probably wouldn't have this string of bad luck that I'm having as of late. And I saw it smoking, so I did the car by hand. Thank God they had water. It was great. I've done it before by hand, but it's just annoying when you have equipment. You should be able to use it. And yeah, so the pump grenaded itself. It has been sitting just waiting for it to lock up, and it finally locked up the other day and just smoked everything out. And so I was pulling it apart, and I'll pull it apart again to kind of show everything off in it. But so this is the key that holds everything together. It's a little bit beat up, but it's not too bad. Thank God the shaft for the actual pressure washer. Okay, I'm gonna grind down some of these barbs. Like, there's a couple bars right there. So I got some soft regret sandpaper that I'm gonna use. I don't know if you could see inside there. So the shaft hole is supposed to be like that. So it's just barely wide enough for the key to fit, right? So see how the key fits in there? Doesn't move, kind of only, so like it fits, no moving, locks itself into place. Here, there you go, that's a better read. It made a whole nother spot. So it's like 2 keys wide, and the seal's breaking and all that, and you can see it all smoking itself out. And I'm gonna pull it apart and show it off what it looks like on the inside, because it's insane. I've already done it once. I put it back together to kind of keep all the pieces together. But here's a good example. So this thing is supposed to have springs in it, so it pushes the pistons and they build up pressure and they kick all the pressure out, which increases for the water pressure in theory. So here's one of them that isn't broken, but it's just warped. And I mean, you could see it's not supposed to be cocked like that. And you could see, if the camera will focus, you could see how it's all like, looks like it's been being pounded. So like, here's one that was broken inside of it. Like, look how flat that is, like right there. So like this part right here, look how flat that is. Everything else is round. So these pistons were just banging on it, and broken piece right there. The camera's not focusing on it. Broken chunk right there, you can kind of see. And these sit on top of the pistons to hold the spring down, and these were just all flopping around in there. It melted bearing housings, it burned all the grease up inside of it. Chunks of metal are on the driveway from it. So it's just, yeah, it's been a bad deal. So I went and ordered this on Amazon, and it's the correct pump. I just gotta put some stuff on the shaft. I gotta grind those barbs down. Well, I'm gonna sand them down really quick. But I mean, it's just set up a little bit different, but I mean, it is identical for what I need. So I'm excited that I fucking got the right pump now, and it's a 3200 psi, which is what I need. So hopefully everything lines up. I mean, everything is fine. It's just literally the hose spigots are different. So this is on the back end, this is on the side, which this will be better on the side so I can wrap the hose easier. So I am going to get set up. I'm going to pull that stuff out, and it came with all the bolts and keys and extra stuff and everything. So yeah, it's got everything I need that came with it. So we're gonna get everything ready, get some water, get the sandpaper, get some grease to hold the key in. I'll probably grease the shaft too, just for safe sake, because I don't want to take any more chances. But it's weird because it says it's a sealed unit, but it has this opening on the top where you pull that bolt and you can see right into it. So I don't know, and this one has it too, as you can see. So maybe I had to put grease in there at one point. I don't know. When I see that it's sealed and it's good to go, I don't think about it until catastrophic failure happens. So I'm just glad that the actual pressure washer is fine. So I'm gonna get all that together, and then we're gonna stick it all together, and we're going to bang this out real quick. So I'll be right back. All right. So I got the sandpaper. I use this for wet sanding on cars. So that's 1,000, 1,500. So I'll probably just use a little rip of 2,000 grit, because I don't want to barb the shaft. I just want to shave this little piece down, because like right, where's that on the camera? So like right in there where the keyhole is, there is some barbs that I don't want there. So we are gonna just take a little chunkery do of it. Side, I'm gonna get it wet, because I don't want to mess it up at all. Do that, roll it around on there, make it all nice. And let me put you guys to aim at what I'm doing, and then go back and forth on her. There's not really big barbs, just enough that will hook. Oh, see, there's some right there as well. That'll get stuck and mess everything up, and I can't really afford that right now. Oh, that feels so much better. I'm gonna do a little bit more, and then you're gonna call it gravy. Oh yeah, dude. That was such a good idea to do that. I'm gonna get wet a little bit more. We're just gonna do it again real fast. I'm gonna pull these head bolts out as well. I gotta grab the Allen keys as well. But, oh yeah, that feels so much better. So I just don't want it to hook on anything while I'm doing this with the new pump, and it messes everything up. So much better. All right, cool. So, little rag right here. Just clean all that water off. Oh wow, look at that. And you can kind of see where that barb was. It's just crazy how it just ate it. Like, it just completely ate itself. And it's been rattling and cranking around in there for a long time now, but I just finally was like, I might as well check it out. The thing I did, well, I waited for it to pretty much explode on itself before I checked it out. But either way. So let's see. So I got all these fun dickory-doos right here. And I wish I would have done this a long time ago. I'm kind of upset that I didn't at least check it, but it's whatever. So let's see if these keys are the same. That was a little bit longer. That should be fine. It's probably warped a little bit too, honestly. Let's see if it'll fit. Oh yeah. Actually, honestly, I might use the old key, just because it is a longer one. That shouldn't matter though for how it sits. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think we'll just no. Stay in. Seriously, the sweeper truck has to show up right when I'm doing this? That's awesome. They never show up. It's always a random event when they show up. At least Alex will be happy that they finally got in front of the house, but... Alright, I think that's good. Some of this excess off, because we're going to grease the sack off of this thing. So I'm going to to see for the new, yes, the new key. Oh yeah, I think either key I put in there will be just fine. It's there's a lot of confusion because I didn't know if I was going to get this pump or a different pump or what, and the website has them on there for like, what did it say, like $128 or something like that? Like just something ridiculous that nobody should pay for one of these. Well, nowadays I'm not too surprised by the price of it, but there was that option, or there was the option of going Amazon, and it was a $72 pump, I think I paid. I think it was 72 bucks that I paid for it, so that's a pretty good deal. Okay, they're all the same size. Alrighty, grease. So I have extra grease, but I think I can just pull this little sucker out as far as I can get her. And I'm going to take some of that off, or a lot of it off, either way. Stick that there. Where's the key? Oh gosh, I think they're all the same size. I'm going to grease the key to kind of hold it in place. While I'm doing this, oh crap, where's the, yeah, so it's on. Oh, I think it's actually lined up pretty good. So we're gonna stick the key in here. Right there, yeah. See how it sits in there so nicely? So I'm gonna just put some grease on the shaft. I kind of like saying that out loud. Oh no, there's like nothing in there, so I'm gonna have to break up this little dude. Oh yes, look at that. I'm just gonna put some grease on here, because I'm trying to not let anything else happen like it did, because the stress of this has just put me on the edge of everything. It never hurts to grease everything up either. So looks like there's a little bit of grease in there already. I think I'll be fine. Alright, cool. So I need to move you, put you down here. I'm going to grab this towel, knock my little finger off. Then we're gonna shove this pump on. Stand up for this part. Alright. I think I'm right on it. I'm gonna be so mad if this is the wrong pump. Boy, I tell you what. Shouldn't be though. Pretty sure it's the right one. Come on, baby. I think we're getting somewhere, boys. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Fits like a dream. Everything lines up how it should. I like it. Yeah, look at that. That is way too fancy for me. So now that that's on, I'm gonna bolt her down, and then I'm gonna hook it all up, and we're gonna hope it builds pressure and that the motor's okay. The motor should be fine. I didn't hurt that at all. I caught it in time before I think it started to really hurt it. But I got the key in, so it's rotating how it should. It's in there, so I'm gonna bolt it down real quick, and then I'm gonna hook everything up, and then we are going to see what happens. Be right back. Okay, it's running. It's a lot quieter. Let's see. Oh yeah. Perfect flow. No leak. Pretty cool to the clutch. 50. right there. That is money. Oh, I'm so happy. So now I'm gonna clean all this up, put it all back, and I'm gonna show off the damage that was done in the old pump. So I'll be right back. All right, so I already undid all the top Allen bolts, so we're gonna pull these. This is just crazy because this has been like this for a while. So pull this top housing off. So there's gonna be pieces already falling out, which is just crazy. So nice and easy. I don't know why I'm being gentle. Probably because I don't want to lose parts. That's probably why I'm being gentle. So see how it's all coming apart? That's not supposed to come apart like that. So here's these pistons right here. Or I'm sorry, they're plungers. My bad. I didn't know. But so see how they're like they're just kind of moving around or whatever, which is what they're supposed to do. But here, let me go grab a flathead. I forgot. You kind of, when you tighten everything down, it all seats a little bit. Yeah, the big guy will work. Why not? All right. So this is just where it kind of gets a little crazy. So let me tilt you guys down a little bit. Oh, actually, no, I didn't do that. There we go. Look at that. It goes down. So I'm gonna pop this off, and I posted it on the TNA Instagram, and then I shared it on my personal Facebook. And I wanted to kind of, because we did an inquiry about details, and then this happened, so I had to explain, like, hey, we're not doing fulls right now, we're just doing interiors. All right, so here's where it gets fun. So that's what the bottom of it looks like. Look how burnt up that is. And it's probably just me being neglectful and not actually checking it, but look at the bottoms of these pistons. Look at how they're all shaved off. Like, see where that clip ring would go, right where my finger's pointing? There's like a divot where this ring sits to hold the spring down. So when they're fully compressed, there's a spring around them, and this clips in that little divot to hold it. And the smell of this, it's just completely falling apart as I'm trying to show this off. So all these, see, oh, that's better. So look, it pounded all the way down to the divot on a lot of these. That one doesn't even have a divot anymore. See, it's completely gone. And then this one, which is kind of a pain in the butt to push down because it's so seized. And look how curved that one is. So see how uneven that is? So that's what was going on with all these. So this goes back on there. Okay, now this is where it gets fun. So you can see all the soot. Look at all that. It's all burnt grease and just metal beating on each other. So I'm gonna slowly start pulling all this out and showing you guys. So technically you can put a screwdriver in the, oh, did you hear it? And I can push it out. Ah, that's not what I wanted to happen, but that's what happened. So let's try to pull all this back together. Okay, so here's a piece. There's all the bearings, the ball bearings. They're just floating around in here. And then here's some more of them. Look at that. That's crazy. Now I gotta pick all that up when I end this. But like you could see how burnt it is on the inside. Look at all that. That's just all straight burnt. See all the metallicness and the grease that burned? So there's this petcock here. You take that bolt out, you could put grease in it, but if it says it's already pre-sealed, why would I need to put grease in it? So, and then this seal, the gasket is completely broken, but all those ball bearings would fit in there. The other one that was in here is gone, completely melted. And then like, yeah, it's just like, look at that. That's crazy looking, but I think that's the most impressive, where I could put my whole finger in there because it made a whole nother divot. But yeah, that has been my excitement and my dismay and downfall through all this. It's just a part of life, I guess, part of owning a business, but it's been a very rough haul. And I've got another video I'm going to make here coming up about what I think is the cause of it. And it's not political or anything like that, so don't worry, that's not what we're going to get into. I mean, there might be a little talk, but it's not anything crazy. But so this is what I've been dealing with. Detailing's just been slow, and then this happened, and it just feels like the world's crashing down. But we're getting through it. We got it running. We got the new part. We're good to go. So I am going to close this out. I will see each and every one of you on the next one. Thank you for watching, for liking, for subscribing. It's awesome to see the support, to even the little bit that there is, because it's more than what I normally get. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you all have a great morning, night, afternoon, evening, whenever you watch it. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys. See you on the next one. Peace.